Welcome to Ndinetaza, our only entrepreneurial TV reality game show in Zimbabwe. My name is Trinus Dongo, but you can call me the Juggernaut. Another dynamic episode of Ndinetaza where we get to experience enterprise firsthand. That is the art of starting and running your own business. We are all the way in Mashingo, and today we have a dynamic lady by the name Rudo Shoko. And she is into events and furniture. Let us check out her story.
Okay, my name is Rudo Shoko, but I'm popularly known as Lulu. So that's the brand that I carry. I represent Lulu. Growing up, I was born in Bulawayo at Luveve Clinic in a family of 4 kids in Tumbani. Yeah. And then I did my primary at Baines, Infant Baines Junior at North End, and went to high school at Mpopoma High. Well, I was an athletic person, sports person growing up. But I always knew that I wanted to do business. I always knew that I wanted to make money. That was the one thing that I was confident and sure about. So when my family wanted me to be a lawyer, I was like, okay, all right. Well, because my dad was a prosecutor and my mom was a clerk, then teacher later on. I thought, well, this is not my thing. I want to make money, real money on a daily basis, not on a monthly basis. So that's what drove me rather to be a business person. So growing up, I was athletic. I used to travel a lot, read a lot. I would go to the library, Mpopoma library a lot, and I loved swimming from a very tender age. I was in the national team. I did volleyball. I even participated in youth games and stuff like that. We traveled Namibia, Lesotho. It was just chaos for me, but I loved that. I think I got that rush in doing a lot of hectic things, not being in one place. So I knew that I loved people. I was sociable, easygoing, easy to be with, easy to get along with, and fun-loving as well. So I didn't have a lot of friends, but I knew that the moment I had a conversation with you, if we picked up a good vibe, it would just gel, it was flowing. So basically that was me growing up, fun-loving, lover of people, and very sociable. I then did event planning. Instead of doing the law thing that I was expected to do, I did event planning. And I met a lot of people during that process. Then I realized I actually love people. So I would do events, from corporate events, weddings, church events, intimate gatherings and stuff. But I think 6 or so years later, after my family grew, I got married and then my family was actually expanding. I thought, one stream of income, that's dangerous. We need to do more. So that's when I got this training from this other firm that I won't mention by name. And I actually opened my eyes and I thought, well, I can diversify. Instead of just doing something like event services, providing of this and that, let me do something that's totally different. That's when I thought, you know what, to my partner, let's just try furniture. Because we're going to be in control of things. We have manufacturing, we're producing, and we're going to make a lot of money. With me, there's always about the money. So that's when we decided, well, we're going to do this training and research and see how it is. We did a product research, we did a market research, and I thought, I can do this, I can pull this off. Because basically I just have to convince people that we can deliver whatever the final product that they want. So he actually had to go away for like a year plus to get his expertise. And I was here doing my background search and doing my market study, and it worked out well. So we then launched recently, this year in March, that's when we launched, but we've been producing from 2009, the beginning of 2019 up to date. And now we can say we're safely well established. So we specialize in office and home furniture. And our end line is tailor-made to suit your space, style, and budget. Meaning that we cater for basically everyone in this current economy or whatever. We cater for everyone, whether you've got a small house, you've got a huge mansion, you've got a small budget, you've got a flexible budget, you've got this taste, you've got that taste, whether you want it rustic or modern. We cater for everyone. So this business, what we do is you place your order, or you give us a design, and we go through the design, and we can tell you whether we can make it or not. When we cannot make something, we just tell you upfront we cannot make it, or we've never made it before, but we can give it a try, because we just have this feeling that the sky is the limit, and at the end of the day, it's a glass ceiling, you can break it. So we do headboards. We do office desk, We do couches, boards, beds, bases, chairs. We upholster those old sofas that you think, this thing is just old, we need to throw it away. We upholster that and bring life back to it. We do keys, we do anything and everything really. And our inspiration comes naturally from the internet. We're always chasing up with the trends. As it is, we diversified. Mainly it was an events hub, and then we diversified. Now it's called Events and Furniture Hub. It doesn't take away anything from us, because you find that in the events industry, people also need furniture. They want furniture to use especially for corporate functions. So that's how we then rubbed in and thought those things are going to blend. So with events, we still do event planning, one-on-one consultations with our clients. They just come and give us the budget. This is the look that I want you to achieve, Lulu. Do you think you can assist me with that? Give me your budget, and then we take it through that. So it's not killing anything. It's basically working together. Okay, the challenges that we have faced, particularly during this COVID-19 pandemic, it's lack of movement. Because our job, it actually entails of us to travel a lot. Because most of our material, we don't get it locally. Yes, we get most of it locally, but some of it, the specific nitty-gritties, we get it across the border. And the border's closing. That has been a very huge challenge for us. And also a lot of businesses have been downscaling and they've been slowing down because of the whole economic situation that's affecting everyone. We accepted that it's a global thing, yes, but it hasn't been easy, because we were thinking that this was going to be our year to shine. We're actually looking into opening more branches in other provinces. So the pandemic has sort of slowed everything down, but it hasn't stopped us. It's been a challenging situation, a challenging time, and we actually learned a lot during this process, but we really didn't stop.
We have seen Rudo's story, and we've seen her business. And remember never to miss out any of the action on Dinetaza by going onto our social media, our Facebook, our YouTube, and our website. And there you can watch Dinetaza all the time, anytime, even back up to season 1 and catch up. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere, because after the break, we have so much more in terms of entrepreneurship.
Never before have we imagined a time like this. Limited business activity and staying at home for most of us. But this has to be done. Remember, this time will pass. For now, let's stay clean, sanitize, and mask up. Let us stay safe for a better tomorrow. Surdas, making you look good.
Welcome back. For those who have just joined us, welcome to Dinetaza, the only entrepreneurial TV reality game show in Zimbabwe. It is very important that one understands their market. How do you analyze your market? How do you plan for it? How do you define it? And how do you differentiate yourself? Now we're going to hear from Rudo how she views the market and how she plans the market. Check it out.
This industry is not as tough as people make it look to be, because as long as someone has the buying power, then they are a target client. Because basically what it means is you can have payment terms or you can have payment plans with people. So starting from individuals, going into families. When I say individuals, I mean the bachelors and the bachelorettes, and then into my families already there established, and then companies as well. We look at people who can afford a product and those who cannot afford a product. So I'll start with furniture. You find that a couch is going for a certain amount. You've got a quarter of that amount. I go out and encourage someone to just use that small amount to probably place a deposit. You'll be motivated to pay more, especially if you see the quality of the product that we've done before. So going back to events, you want to get married. You come to me and you say, I want to get married, this is my budget. I'll tell you that instead of planning for August, let's plan for December, then giving you more time to raise the funds, because it's all about the money, whether we want to believe it or not, whether we want to admit it or not. So my target market is basically everyone, from the rural setup to the urban setup. We've got lots of people doing most of the stuff that we're doing, manufacturing and producing. But how we then be a cut above the rest is we offer personalized service. So I'll come and advise you that the couch that you want or the bed that you want, in the long run it won't be viable. Why don't you just go for this, go for that? Or the one that you want is a bit on the expensive side or on the cheap side. So let's have this payment plan that is going to make you comfortable and then you're flexible enough. So we accommodate basically everyone, and as long as I can take the money from you, then you're safe, because I'll be your advisor in the process. But then I was just looking at the way things are right now. People are a bit on they're not sure whether to spend or not. So what we do is we offer the personalized service. We come to your place and we say, let's do this measurement for this ABC. If it's a headboard, and then we can see, oh, not all, so we can't have this like a fixed something. So we're going to have something that's mobile and movable in the event that you want to move. And then someone will get excited because they actually thought that was the cheapest mode or cheapest version, and then we actually encourage them to do something totally different. It's like you'll find that we accommodate everyone, but it's all about the Benjamins. The end product, we just want the money in our bag and we deliver the perfect product, the perfect service. We just realized that being in one place is not going to work for us. So we're taking advantage of social media and technology as it is. So we've got right now we've got something cooking for YouTube. And we've got social media handles. We've got Twitter, we've got Facebook, we've got WhatsApp, and we've got LinkedIn. And we're using those to market our products. We want to reach as much clientele base as we can, because the initial plan was to go to trade fair, a cultural show and stuff like that. But because of the pandemic and the movements have been limited and gatherings have been prohibited, we now have to think outside the box, or rather kick the box and think without the box being there. So we're going to use more social media, more of clean paper, more of word of mouth, more of just going to put ourselves out there. And we have to do it in such a way that it's eye-catching. So social media is going to be our baby for now, and it's going to help us reach out to the people that who can't afford to be on YouTube, but definitely they've got bundles on Facebook or on WhatsApp. So we also had to upgrade our WhatsApp group or WhatsApp handle. Instead of the ordinary one, we now use the WhatsApp business. So the moment you click on a profile, it then gives you the whole catalog of the services that we offer. Decor packages, the raw water packages, and then the TV stands that we do, the sofas and everything with prices. So the moment you inbox us, you already know what you want to talk about because it's already detailed. So we're also paying attention to the detail. When we're marketing our project, we're giving out the venue where we work at, the location where we found, the province where we at, and how flexible we are. If it means we're going to have formalized letters for us to reach out to the other communities and provinces, then we have to do that. But we're going to have it so detailed. The moment you inbox us, you know, I want that bed for 160 or for whatever price that I saw. So it's going to be clear. Because what I realized is with marketing, you don't have to rely on one thing. For instance, before the lockdown, year COVID-19, we had a launch here, and we had a newspaper article. Imagine how many people actually went out to buy the newspaper after the lockdown, because it was soon after the lockdown, after the launch, that the lockdown happened. So how many people went? So if we hadn't done most of the social media plans, we're just going to be dead and buried. Okay, what I'm going to do is I've given it a theme. It's called Ja Does It. So basically it's something that's totally different. I'm just coming out and I'm thinking, I've done this, I've approached someone who's done this before, but I'm going to do it in a way. So the does is a D-A-Z. I'll tell you what it means later. So we're going to take our client through whenever they're coming to view their product, whether it's in the middle of the production, 30%, 50%, or 80%, or even 100%. We're going to call them, have an appointment with them. Make sure that the moment they come, it's going to be wow. We're going to make snacks, because sometimes for you to make money, you have to part with money. We're going to make it beautiful. We're going to have gold stanchions standing by. We're going to have coffee or a juice or even a bottle of wine, because our clients are a bit different. So we come through with the clients, we make you experience the stuff that we've already done for you. We confirm, is it exactly what you wanted, so that we avoid that the moment you come pick it up before this process, then we have to have a comeback job. So we're going to avoid that by introducing our clients to their products before we deliver them. Which you come in, you walk in, you see your product. We even show you even the process if you want, how the raw materials that we use, the quality of the materials that we use. And then after you're satisfied, we sit, we relax, we dine, and then you can leave, give you a deadline, we come and deliver your product. JAR does it. It's basically designing action for Zimbabwe. It's something that is not supposed to limit us, but we also want to be representing our country, our nation. So we're going to be designing action for Zimbabwe, and this is the action we're talking about. You come in to get your stuff and we're doing it for you. So JAR does it. And remember, JAR is the initial for a family, and that's the drive behind this whole brand in the first place.
Whenever entrepreneurs take the risk, put resources together, and seize or create opportunities, the ultimate quest is to make money. And the money is with the customers. The customers are the market. Did she do well in articulating her market or analyzing her market? We can only find out after the break from the judges. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Situated in the country's central location of Mvuma Town on the Harare-Beitbridge Highway, Africa Center for Business Studies is a private boarding and day college with students from Form 1 to Form 6. The school offers Cambridge and ZIMSEC curricula and supports sciences. Computer to student ratio of 1:1 and a teacher-student ratio of 1:20. New business startup projects for students. You can call us on 0771 243 435.
Welcome back to Ndinetaza, the hub for entrepreneurs. Now we've seen the entrepreneur, that is Rudo Shoko, and her business, that is furniture as well as events. What a sweet spot that she's hit there. But we'd like to hear from the judges. How can she score out of the ultimate 1,000? Judges, your time.
At the end of the day, it's a glass ceiling and you can break it. That was my favorite thing that she said.
You could see it, right?
I could see it. She had me at hello. I mean, and she never lost me until the very end.
Wow.
This is a competent entrepreneur. I'm wondering, can I invest? Like, how do I get into this business? Because you know the saying that they say, it's maybe not so kosher, but it's like don't back the horse, back the jockey. That's an entrepreneur. I don't care what she's selling because she's selling.
You're buying into the entrepreneur and you believe she can conquer anything.
Absolutely, because a lot of businesses, you have the same businesses, but what makes them successful is who is behind that driver's seat, who is there. She's articulate, and she's thinking, and she's frank. She's looking at those dollar signs. So I know that in terms of marketing, she has it covered. So defining her market, I gave her 45.
Wow.
She does. It's again, I feel like I need to. She does everything, but no, home, office, and home furniture. But the diversity,
She defined
it's
everything.
bespoke.
Yeah.
And then differentiation from the competition. She has tailor-made. She gives you her advisory service. It's like a consultancy. She wines and dines you and
It's like a
helps
posh
you.
and exclusive.
Very.
Yet
But she'll work with anyone within your budget, so that's great.
What a sweet spot.
I gave her 40 for that.
Okay.
Marketing plan strategy. I loved that she was really specific about how she's using social media, which type, how people can connect, etc. So I gave her 45 for that as well.
Wow.
And then the creative marketing proposition, I gave her 90.
Wow. Entrepreneurship is your ability to communicate your brand. And I like your expression that you used, that you should be able to attract an investor. Your customer should be able to sell your brand for you.
Yes.
So,
And she's attracted this investor. She's in.
second, definitely.
Two
So
investors.
from the first time that we, started getting an innovation and a business proposal, you kept wanting to hear more. And entrepreneurship is simply about communicating your brand. The moment that you can't do that, then
You're out. And in terms of defining a market and stuff, how else you do that?
look, I'm going to possibly dilute excellent comments that Judge Tatok.
Yes.
But in terms of scores, I compare 45 on defining the market,
Yes.
46 on differentiation from competitors, and then on the marketing plan, 46.
Wow.
And then
Out of 100. The century.
no, or the one the creative marketing 91.
I'm impressed by the ability to have a personalized service. Yes, we do have many furniture shops in Zimbabwe, but rarely do you ever hear them coming to you and saying, what do you want as our customer? We'll come to your house. We'll see the space you want to work with. Because I'm thinking if I'm going to be buying furniture for my house, I'm the one picturing where I want to place it. So they're coming and saying, no, the colors in your house work with this color better, with this texture, with this space. So I feel that is like a competitive advantage for her,
Wow.
even before she's grown as an
It gives
entrepreneur.
an edge.
An edge
Wow.
from the rest. I want to know more about the design action for Zimbabwe. That's a very catchy concept, and I'm intrigued to know what she has in store for this plan of hers. And I was intrigued by the catalog for the WhatsApp, the catalog with the details and everything. It's something we're lacking as entrepreneurs. If you've been on many groups or on many media platforms, when someone's advertising, you're always fighting to get the price from the onset. Yes, she's saying, I have it laid out for you. So it's up to you to choose what you want. It's there for you, laid out.
Laid out.
Yes.
Wow. And how did she score in terms of the marks?
In terms of the defining the market, I gave her a 40. I was
Okay.
impressed. Differentiation from the competition, I gave her a 45 because of
Wow.
that ability to be
That
able
ability
to be
very
there.
much paying attention to the details.
To the details.
Wow.
Yes, and for the marketing plan, like we've been saying previously, there's no time aspect. Because
Yes.
of that, I gave her a 40.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the creative marketing proposition, I gave her an 80.
On the competitive advantage, I've given them 25. I know that hates me for that. It is fine. It is fine. On the 6-month strategy, when we talk of markets, market is what drives business.
Yes.
And when we talk of market, we talk of numbers. We don't talk about expectations and things
just
that
being
you
qualitative.
wish to do and what.
Yes.
There has to be a scientific approach to say this is in the next 6 months we're going to gain $1 million. In the next 6 months, this is what we are targeting. And we have to have the
Well,
dots.
he wants the numbers. And what are
He
your
wants the
numbers
numbers.
like? What did you give
I've
out of
given it
50?
35 for
35 out of 50.
Yeah.
Perhaps not there.
But
About half mark.
Jack, who else gave numbers that? Because I just feel like now we're asking for this one,
Yes.
but no one else has given
This is
numbers.
what I've been always saying to all the people that we're talking about the
Yeah.
6 months projection. That what are you trying to achieve in the next 6
And
months?
how do you measure
You
it?
understand what I'm saying? And how do you measure it?
What about
at the end of
in terms
6
of-
months? What do you measure yourself against? There's a lot of things that she's incorporating. I like the idea of Jar does it and stuff like that. You know. And the involvement of the clients. So I've given her 50 for that.
50 out of 100 there from Judge Luke, diluting the marks, but what does the scoreboard say? Check it out. The scoreboard has spoken, the numbers have spoken. 793 skyrockets her to the top and the summit of the scoreboard, and now she takes the lead. Will she take the lead forever, or will she be toppled up from the top? Well, we can only find out as the season goes on, as the season progresses, and as the episodes go on, because more entrepreneurs are coming on Dinetaza. From our special, esteemed, seasoned judges, and from the crew behind the scenes that always make things happen, and from myself, the juggernaut. It's a wrap.
If I come to you and I say to you, I offer you personalized service, you know, what exactly am I talking about in terms of really offering that personalized service? Because if you go to the next guy who's making that same furniture, he will tell you the same thing, that I'm offering you personalized service. You know, what is unique about that?